Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ricardo Rodriguez. We're here at the 3LW Academy in Lancaster, PA, and I am joined at this point in time with a new friend of mine that we just met yesterday, but we're here live and now and excited. X, thank you for having me on your show. I'm excited for this. Can I mention a little bit about myself? So I run Three Legacies Wrestling. It's based here out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I do have a 20-year history behind me of professional wrestling in the WWE and internationally and throughout the U.S. and all over the place, which eventually led me to being here in Lancaster. And today specifically, you came to join me because we're doing the Fill the Ring toy drive, which is right behind us. And even though we're towards the end of it, we had a day full of giving back to our community and giving back toys to children who may need a brighter holiday season. So thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I am excited to be here talking to you. So let's get going, man. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Tell us about Three Legacies Wrestling and why did you choose Lancaster?
So Three Legacies Wrestling is actually very special to me. Just the name in itself, right? It's an idea of the past, the present, and the future. Whether it's the body, mind, and soul, where it's the idea of, in order to move forward, you need to be present, but also be understanding of the past. So it's a lot of mixture of different things. So that's what makes Three Legacies Wrestling very special. It's also very special because we do a lot of community-based events like today. We do a lot of things within the city, within folks that need help, because there was a time in my life where I was not as blessed and lucky as I am today, and I needed help. And there were a lot of people that were out there that were willing to help people like me back then. So I'm grateful that now, as time went on, that I am in a position in my personal life where I'm able to give back. So that's why Three Legacies Wrestling is very special to me.
When did you start wrestling, and how long were you training before you started doing shows?
That is a really good question. So I started wrestling. Let me backtrack. I used to wrestle in high school, and then from there I did a little bit of martial arts afterwards. But some of my teammates, they used to like pro wrestling. So then that's how I started watching it. And this is 2004. When I graduated high school. Oh man, I don't know how old you are, but I'm pretty sure I'm older than that. So I've been training since 2006 is when I started training. So I've been doing this for 20 years already. 20 years that I've been wrestling. It took me about 6-7 months from the moment I started training to the moment I actually had my first match. It was about 6 months or so. But I've been wrestling for 20 years already. Yeah.
You have an event next weekend. What kind of action are we getting to see?
So yes, Three Legacies Wrestling will be hosting its final event of the year at Middlesbrough University at the Ville Courts on December 27th, and it is called 3LW Presents Revelation. It is a family-friendly event. It's a very affordable event for people of all ages. We're expected to have a great, amazing turnout. And what you can expect is a high-flying, fast-paced, ultra super exciting type of action. So we'll have the stars of 3LW, and as well as outside talent coming in. The amazing, talented women that are within the area. They're going to be coming in as well too. So expect a lot of fun. Expect a lot of family-friendly pro wrestling action. Affordable, high-flying, awesome entertainment. So I invite everybody to go check it out at 3lwtix.com. Where
is your event and where do we get the tickets?
Yeah, so you can definitely get the tickets at 3lwtix.com. As I mentioned, it's at Middlesbrough University, just down the road, 5 minutes from here, at the Ville Courts. So if you go on our Facebook at Three Legacies Wrestling or YouTube, Instagram, any of the social medias, or even better, 3lwtix.com, you can get all the info there.
I watched your storyline with Big Show. You kind of got a beating. I noticed there's a lot of skill, even if you're getting beat up. Tell us how you prepared for taking bumps like that?
Well, to the point, yeah, Big Show is a big person, and his fists are like the size of two of my hands. Just that's one of his hands is two the size of two of mine. Um, you can prepare all you want, but when that fist comes in right at your face, you just kind of have to like grind your teeth and just kind of hold it and hope for the best. Um, but for what it's worth, it was an amazing time. From the bits that I remember, he hit me a lot, and that part was not as fun. But what was fun was the memories that were created because of that. I ran him over with a car once.
Yeah.
So I ran him over with, I think it was a Lamborghini or Ferrari that I hit him with. You know how cool that is? I got to run. Don't do this at home. Uh, but I ran over the Big Show while I was driving a Ferrari. That's, yeah. Once you get older, you appreciate cars. You're gonna be like that. That's kind of cool. We got to dump orange paint on Big Show, and we were in Tampa, Florida for that. I wrestled him. I wrestled the Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship in DC, in Washington DC once. I didn't win, but I got to wrestle him, and that was kind of cool. So I got a lot of awesome stories with the Big Show. I got lots of awesome stories with John Cena, with Kane, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. I got to wrestle with a lot of those folks, and that was really cool. That was a cool experience.
Is that your favorite storyline?
That's one of the storylines that was a part of that I really enjoyed. I think for a lot of our storylines, we had so many that just kind of went from one to the other that it all sort of connected. We had a lot of awesome stuff with Rey Mysterio. We had awesome storylines with CM Punk, Edge and Christian. We had storylines with them. Dolph Ziggler was another fun one. So we had awesome storylines, but they all kind of went in one and then out the other and then back into another one. So it all just kind of one big old giant storyline. And the ultimate main storyline was that I was Alberto's best friend. And then even to this day, we're still best friends. So that's a 20-year storyline.
Tell us about some legends you got to wrestle.
Oh, man. So aside from the folks I mentioned already, Randy, Cena, Punk, Kane, Big Show, Taker, Rey Mysterio, I think one of the biggest names and legends was Bret Hart. Bret Hart and I was Bret Hart's last TV match. So that was pretty cool. That's awesome. We got to do stuff with Vince McMahon, with Triple H. We got to do stuff with them, Stephanie McMahon. So, but yeah, though there's the amount of names that I got a chance to be in the ring with is so long, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
Did you have any advice for kids that want to grow up and be a pro wrestler?
It's gonna be hard. It's not easy. But if you've ever done sports, then you are very aware that it takes time, right? It's a process. So understanding that it does take time, but it also takes a lot of discipline. And it takes a lot of failure. You're gonna learn, okay, that did not work out. That hurt, all right, so don't do it again. This did not work out how I hoped, so all right, how can I make sure that I don't go through that again? So you're gonna learn a lot from experience, and the experience comes through failure. And this will make sense much later when you get older. But the idea of never giving up. What you put in is what you're gonna get back. So if you really want something, you're gonna make sure you put all of it into it, and then the universe will reward you. But it's a process and it takes time. Right? So yeah, it takes time.
Thank you for letting me interview you
Absolutely,
today.
man.
And thank you for
Absolutely.
letting us, thank you for helping us with the Excalibur Christmas event. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it.
Go to 3lwtix.com for tickets.